All right, good morning. Let's go ahead and start out in child's pose. This will be a 30-minute flow this morning, which will be just enough to get you moving, get you excited about life. Sometimes this is the yoga right here, just letting go of things, allowing you to communicate with your own body. Appreciating the ability for your body to expand with inhales and relax with exhales. Walk your fingers over to the right, your hips go to the left. Walking your fingers over to the left, your hips go to the right. Coming up into all fours when you are ready. Give yourself a moment to settle into your breath, your pranayama. Just maybe let our head hang to the left and to the right. Finding cow pose, inhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, let your belly sink. And exhale, tuck your tail, arch your back. Inhale, find cow pose. Exhale, find cat. Inhale, find your cow. And exhale, find your cat. Sink your hips back and over to the right. Walk your fingers left once again. Coming forward, walk your fingers over to the right. Sink your hips back to the left. If you want to add in, I'll cue you to add in. Let's go over to the left, sinking your hips back to the right. Taking fingers over to the right, sinking hips back to the left. From here, finding quadruped, coming forward. Scoot your knees back if you need to, bending your elbows. Let's come into a cobra pose. Lift your heart here. Turn and look left, nod your head yes. Turn and look right, nod your head yes. From here, sink your hips back into the left. Coming forward, finding your cobra pose once again. And exhale, sinking your hips back to the right. Through that a few more times, coming forward. One more set on each side. For some reason, I started. Hmm. Huh. New context, friends. The gears are a little shaky in there. Yep. All right. So from here, hands below shoulders, knees below hips, breath in, exhale, hovering your knees away from the ground. Turning on your belly, breath in. And on exhale, lift hips high, find your downward facing dog, pedal out your feet. Let your head hang here, nod your head yes, and shake your head no. Maybe push your head into your left biceps. And maybe push your head into your right biceps. Take your time coming forward on mat, right foot, left edge, left foot, right edge. And all the way into a forward fold. Bending your knees, let your belly flop on your thighs, taking torso left and taking torso right. Arms wide, rising up, pushing into the ground with your feet on your exalted mountain. And exhale, find Samasthiti. Hands arrive to heart center. Breath in. And breath out. Try your chin back. Exalted mountain. We cactus. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exalted mountain. Exhale, flat back forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, stepping back. Find your plank. Holding your plank here, protract your shoulders, belly is tight. Lock your fingers into the ground. Bring your weight forward into fingertips, coming halfway down or all the way down. All the way down. How about maybe finding your baby cobra? Screw your shoulder blades together. Push the tops of your feet into the mat here. Breath in. Exhale, coming all the way down to the mat. Push up, find your plank. And find downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Gazing forward on your mat. Right foot, left edge, left foot, right edge. Going all the way forward into a forward fold. Let your head hang here. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Arms wide to rise up. Find your exalted mountain. And find Samasthiti. Hands arrive to heart center. Breath in. Breath out. Exalted mountain. We cactus. Exalted mountain. We fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant hands, stepping back with just right foot. Right foot comes down to the ground. Right knee comes down to the ground. Low crescent, taking 10 fingers high. Nudge your right knee into the ground just a little bit. Let's twist over to the left. I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of my left knee, taking my left arm, reaching it. Maybe gaze back at left thumb. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Taking right hand down to the ground to the inside of your left foot, modified side plank as left foot swoops to the side of the mat, that foot end of the mat. Maybe a side body stretch here. Side body stretch, take right arm up to the ceiling then, and maybe find a thread the needle. As you thread the needle, pulling belly button into spine, arching your back up towards the sky just a little bit more. Take 10 fingers down to the ground now, find plank. Move through your flow, open your heart. And we find downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out, pedal out your feet. Taking your left leg high. We'll open up to the side. Taking left leg high, breath in, exhale. Left knee, left elbow as an option. Inhale, taking left leg high. We'll place that down to the mat. Take your right leg high. Open up to the side. Take your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Lift right knee away, then step right knee forward. Find your lunge here, left knee down to the ground. Finding your headache, low crescent here. And we'll twist to the left. Right arm reaches back, left hand can come to the outside of your knee. Maybe gaze back at right thumb. Taking the left hand down to the ground, right hand comes high, swoop your right leg to the foot end of the mat, coming into your modified side plank. Taking right arm high, and we thread the needle. Right arm comes high again. Option to move through your flow or maybe find a child's pose here, whatever serves you. But maybe finding plank, weight comes into fingertips, coming halfway or all the way down. Inhale, open your heart. And on exhale, find a downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Taking right leg high. Opening up to the side. Right leg comes high, then right knee, right elbow. Take right leg high. And we set it down. Take left leg high. Open up to the side. Left leg high. Left knee, left elbow. Lift your torso away from your left knee, then step left foot forward. Step right foot forward, find a forward fold. Pedal out your feet. Find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms wide as you rise up. Find your exalted mountain. And exhale, find Samasthiti, hands to heart center. Breath in and breath out. Find single leg Tadasana. Take your right leg high. I don't know if you've ever experienced yoga on a squishy mat, but ooh, it's a balance challenge. Take your right leg out to the side. We're going to circumduct for our crane pose, arms wide. Option here for a crane pose. If you want to stay in single leg or find a tree, go right ahead. Powering through your left glute to rise back up again. Find your single leg Tadasana. Breath in. Exhale, figure four chair is an option. Right ankle to the top of left knee, hands come to heart center. Tree is a great option. If you really like eagle, if you're working on that, that's a nice other variation. Now, in your chair, in your figure four, can you bend your knees to sink down, really finding a chair? And that is a squat. So you've got to bend your knee quite a bit. Rising out of that strong left leg, single leg Tadasana, and on exhale, finding your warrior three, stepping back with your right foot. Square your hips off. Breath in, belly is tight. Exhale, bend your left knee, right toes find the ground. We find a crescent lunge. 10 fingers come high. Pull back on your left hip and sink towards the ground. Inhale here, exhale. Let's find an open twist to the left. Pull back on your left hip a little bit more. Reach forward with your right fingertips. From here, stay low in your legs. Scoop your right arm high. Find your exalted warrior. Right arm can come up, maybe over to the left, just a tish more. In and out. Lengthening your side body on the right. Inhale. Exhale, Skandasana, back of mat. Hands come through heart center, sinking into your right hip. First time through, I'm staying shallow. Left toes are high. My goal is inner thigh stretch. Now you can stay here and sink into that stretch. Maybe you came here to build a little bit of strength and power. If so, go ahead and rise back up and star pose. Sink back into your Skandasana. Rising up, find your star pose. Sink back into Skandasana. We'll land in star pose here. Everyone lands in star pose. Breath in. Toe heel your feet a little bit closer together. Triangle pose. Heel to arch alignment. Reach forward, forward, forward. Then tilt torso. Left hand inside of left knee. Right arm is high. Pull your belly button tight into your spine. Rotate your torso. Twisting at your belly button line here. Breath in. Exhale. Let's take 10 fingers down to the ground. Come to a long stance pyramid here, down to the ground at your blocks. If you're like me and you have a reformer coffee table next to you, you can go ahead and use that. Long stance pyramid, lift your heart forward just a little bit more and sink into it. And if you're someone who likes to work on hamstring strength, dig your left heel into the ground here. From here, bend your left knee, bringing 10 fingers down to the ground. Float your left leg high, move through your flow, open your heart. And on exhale, we find a downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Let your head hang here. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Inhale, take right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, take a right leg high. Exhale, we step it forward. Bring weight into your, find a lunge here. Let's just enjoy this. Pull back on your right hip, push ball of left foot into the ground, finding some opening in your calf. Bring weight into your right toes. Inhale, option for a standing splits. And taking 10 toes down to the ground. Pedal out your feet. Pushing into the ground, engage gluteals to rise up, scoop in good air, wide arms. And we find Samastiti, hands arrive to heart center. Breath in and breath out. Single leg Tadasana, taking your right leg high. From here, taking left leg out to the side. Circumducting to find our crane pose. From here, powering through your right glute to come back into standing. Single leg Tadasana. And taking this into your balance challenge, I'm coming to a figure four chair, left ankle to the top of right knee, hands come through heart center. And we sink in. Can you bend your knee just a little bit more, making your leg work in this? From here, rising up, single leg Tadasana. And on exhale, stepping left leg back, find your warrior three. Squaring hips off, breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee and left toes will find the ground. Crescent taking 10 fingers high. And on exhale, we twist to the right, reaching back with right arm, sinking deeper. Exalted warrior. Left arm is high. And on exhale, find Skandasana, sinking into your left hip, right toes are high. If you came here to find release, take your fingers down to the ground, sink into your inner thigh on the right. If you came to build a little power this morning, push through your left leg, star pose, and we sink back into it. Back into our Skandasana, again, powering through left leg. Find your star pose, and we sink back into it. Rising back up. I think I had you do an extra one on this side. That's okay. Powering through. And from here, toe heel feet in closer, reaching for our triangle towards your right foot, then tilt torso, right hand to the inside of your right knee, left arm is high. In and out, arms wide. Pivot both feet facing forward, taking your left hand. Did I do this correct? Pause right here. Long stance pyramid. There we go. Pulling back on your right hip here. Stab your right foot into the ground. When you are feeling good and ready for it, palms down to the ground, float your right leg high. Option to move through your flow. Open heart. And on exhale, find a downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Just breathing. And taking your left leg high. Opening up to the side. Left leg high, square hips off. Option left knee, left elbow. Inhale, taking left leg high. And we'll step that forward. Find your lunge here. Weight comes into your, pause right here. Pull back on, pull back on left hip. Push ball of right foot into the ground. Weight comes into right toes. And let's go for a standing splits. Breath in. And exhale, 10 toes down to the ground. Halfway lift, flat back. And a forward fold. Inhale, rising up, exalted mountain. And we find the Samastiti, hands to heart center. Breath in and breath out. Single leg Tadasana, right leg comes high, breath in. Exhale, coming down into our crane pose, circumduct, crisscross behind. Using powerful left leg, stand up, single leg Tadasana. And exhale, find a figure four chair, hands come through heart center. We sink, 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 sink. From here, powerful left leg rising up. And exhale, find a warrior three. We've got a balancing stick this morning. Breath in. Bend left knee, right toes down to the ground. Inhale, find crescent. Bend your back knee, sink deeper. On exhale, we twist left. Exalted right arm high. On exhale, sinking maybe deeper into Skandasana. Rising up, find your star pose just one time. Exhale, toe heel feet in closer, then surf into and tilt torso triangle. Breath in here and out. Option to take your weight into your left toes. Why not an Ardha Chandrasana this morning? And once you've played with that, bend your left knee, right toes down to the ground. Let's find a long stance pyramid here as we face our left foot. Option to float your left leg high, move through your flow, open your heart. And we find a downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Keeping right leg high. We open to the side, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Weight comes into your right toes. Into standing splits. Breath in. Take 10 toes down to the ground. Inhale, find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, find your exalted mountain. And push to stand. Single leg Tadasana, taking left leg high. Exhale, crane pose, left knee circumducts behind, crisscross. We come down. Strong right leg takes us back up, single leg Tadasana. Figure four, chair. Right ankle, left ankle, right knee. Sinking into it. Rising up, single leg Tadasana. Exhale, stepping back, balancing stick. Breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee, left toes down, finding crescent. Exhale, we twist to the right. Exalted left arm high. And exhale, Skandasana, sinking into your right hip. Inhale, rising up, find your star pose just one time. Toe heel, feet together. Exhale, find your triangle pose, reaching forward, then tilt torso. Breath in, lift your torso. Exhale, roll just a little bit deeper. Twist just a little bit deeper. Option first, Ardha Chandrasana, weight comes into your right toes. And lifting left leg. From here, bend your right knee, left toes down to the ground, taking 10 fingers to the ground. Find your long stance pyramid. When you are good and ready, 10 fingers down to the ground, float your right leg high, moving into through your flow. Open your heart. We find a downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, taking left leg high. Exhale, we step it forward, find your lunge. Weight comes into left toes. Option four, a standing splits. Bring 10 toes down to the ground and a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, let your head hang. Rising up, find your exalted mountain. Ooh. We find Samastiti, hands arrive to heart center. Breath in and breath out. Let's find a tippy toe Tadasana, taking 10 fingers high. Exhale, find a crouch and curl. This comes to a part of a practice that you could really slow down for another 10 minutes and you're on your mat and you know how to do this. So I might encourage that. If you're flowing with me, reaching 10 fingers forward, rolling into your boat pose for just a moment. And take 10 toes down to the ground, sitting tall. Breath in and exhale, flat back, find a forward fold. Inhale, exhale, sink just a little bit deeper. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, belly tight, slowly lower yourself down to the ground. That's it. Breathing in and breathing out. Take your right knee up into your chest. And on your exhale, I'm going to twist over to your left. Breath in and then breath out. Coming back onto your back, taking both knees up into your chest. And from here, taking your left knee into your chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow that left knee to go across your body over to your right. Inhale and exhale. Breath in, breath out.
What can I? But I didn't want to like spin.
From here, take both knees into your chest and find a happy baby. Inhale and exhale. When you're feeling like you're ready to go ahead and start your Shavasana, take one knee out and let the other knee follow. Breathing in and exhale, let it go. Thank you for joining me today. Have a beautiful and joy-filled day. Namaste.